What's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Smoke. Welcome back to another episode and this week's news review coming from Daily Real News, presented to you by Real Conversations Podcast Network. Make sure to run them likes up, run them likes up, run them likes up. Comment down below where you from. Enter the live chat. Let me know your name, where you from. Subscribe to the channels. We appreciate y'all. We got some news to cover this week. So we're going to pop it off with the most interesting topics this week has brought us. So in today's news, we will be talking about Tony Yayo meets up with longtime rival Ja Rule. They had a long beef way back going into the early millennium. We'll break that down. We also going to speak on Chipotle CEO says that he will be, boosting the prices to cater to their higher earner customers, their high earning customers. We also gonna speak on schools canceling picture day due to Lifetouch, the company Lifetouch that's involved in most pictures, doing the yearly, yearbook pictures. The Lifetouch CEO has been identified in the Epstein file, so it might be no picture day this year for most students in public schools across the country. And we also gonna speak on rapper coming out of St. Louis, Sexy Red, doing a cover of Beat It, renaming it Eat It, and it's causing a lot of controversy. The estate of Michael Jackson has been coming out, and I believe they're not liking the release of the remake from Sexy Red from the famous song Beat It by Michael Jackson. So let's get right to it, man. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate all the viewers right now in the live chat. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to keep the news coming, man. Daily Real News. It's an early real news segment. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Wake up, get this news in. Let's get right to it, man. It's your boy, Mr. Smooth. Let's get right to the news. Tony Yayo, Ja Rule, Uncle Murder meets up on the airplane. It almost gets ugly, but you know, it didn't go that far. Thank God, right? Let's get right to it, man. See y'all in the live comments. Liddell Tiller, 9184. What's the word? What's the word? I don't know how to pronounce your app, but I see you. What's going on? Ely, what's going on? How y'all doing out there? Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's get right to it. Daily Real News. Daily Real News. Let's get into the first topic of the day. Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder versus Ja Rule. 30-year-old beef, man. They need to cut it out. Let's get right to it, man. Real Conversation Podcast Network presents Daily Real News. Let's go.
What up guys, DJ Y is back again with Ja Rule, 50 Cent and Tony Yayo. So in today's episode I want to show you Ja Rule response to Yayo and Uncle Murda after got into an argument with Tony Yayo and Murda on the flight. Check out his post on the screen. Now guys, it's time to show you exclusive footage of their altercation. Check this out.
Ja Rule shit. Little Ja Rule threw out so fast. This way he was sitting before we got him out of here. Suck ass Ja Rule on the plane. Suck ass up. You fucking sucker. Now on the plane. Niggas made Ja Rule. Niggas made Ja Rule. This is his seat.
Guys, honestly, I think it was the saltest altercation or whatever you want to call it, man. It was the saltest, man. You know what I'm saying, man. Period. So, guys, it was all. If you like how we don't forget subscribe till we get the notification bells and visit hiphopcy.com. Also, guys, don't forget to tell me what you think about this crazy situation between G Unit members and Ja Rule. Just tell me in comment section. Thanks for watching.
There y'all have it, man. There y'all have it. Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder gets into an altercation with longtime rival Ja Rule, man. At this point, what does hip hop come to, man? This is pitiful, man. Then Tony Yayo run right to Vlad. This is not the Yayo I grew up on, man. Tony Yayo used to be the most nine, you know what I'm saying? He was the most person that was camera shy to G Unit. He was just coming out of jail when G Unit popped and 50 Cent popped. So like he never was in the cameras. He never talked as much. He never did interviews like that. So to see him how he acting now is just like, man, content rule the world, man. Content is king. Everybody want content. Everybody want to be the first with the news. Don't care how they make themselves look, they brand look. It's crazy, man. Like Yayo too old, Uncle Murder too old, Ja Rule. Like these folks, 40s going into their 50s, man. It's just like we got to really see the bigger picture. I feel like they all look like clowns, man. Even though I feel like ultimately Ja Rule stood on business because he handled both of them and he wasn't scared. He ain't back down. They said he changed the seat, but whatever the case may be, he stood in front of both of them and stood 10 toes down and he didn't run. So, kudos to Ja Rule on that. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to get anything, if we're going to get anything situated, if we're going to congratulate anything, we can congratulate Ja Rule on that. We'll give him his props on that, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't no hater. I ain't gonna be no person to just, get all bad out any situation. But for the most part, man, they need to act their age, man. They getting too much quote unquote money. They supposed to be first class travelers. Like, come on, man. The situation at hand wasn't that serious. And I mean, I feel like that should be more of 50 and Ja Rule. you know, long long term beef, if anything, because they allegedly tried to get 50 Cent up out of here. They tried to unalive him back in the day, allegedly. But they said 50 Cent got a restraining order on them on Murder Inc. And he told in his paperwork out there, but they never touch on that though. But you know, the victor always makes the history. They always write the story. So in the world's eyes, 50 Cent the victor. He the one that's on top. He the one with the movie deals. He the one with the large what he got out there in Treeport. He got the movie studios, production studios and all that. So, they gonna always look at 50 like he won the war, but Ja Rule's still out here and he ain't run, he ain't backing down, and he with the people. He ain't flying private. He out here in the airports with everybody else, checking bags and TSA. So you can look at it how you want, but I just feel like they could have handled that situation way different. I know they probably grandfathers at this point. No disrespect about being a grandfather, but I'm saying that to say this, like, um, they need to just act their age because it's not cool, man, to be acting like that. You got grandchildren, you got grown children out here, and you know it's not it's not a good look, man. It's just not a good look to me. I feel like, man, most people need to just stop and just think about what they be doing. Think about what they doing out here because you got to look at the bigger picture, man. Y'all all getting money. Y'all all don't have to do that. So it's just like, why do that? If you get what I'm saying. But um, I don't really feel no way about that, honestly. I don't feel no way about that, man. I feel like to each his own, man, because most people nowadays they gonna do whatever they gotta do to stay in front of the camera. They gonna do whatever they gotta do to stay relevant and all that. So it is what it is. If that bring Yayo dollars, he got a new podcast in my Uncle Murder, so they had to talk about it, break down the situation. So that's what I'm saying. It's all for publicity. It's all to keep their name alive in the media, so they can keep going on Vlad. Like it's all in the network. It's all in the algorithm, so to speak. So whatever, man. Whatever for real. I don't really feel no way about it at the end of the day because I know that drama sells. Drama definitely sells, man. But let's move on to the next topic. We're gonna touch on this right here. Chipotle CEO says that they will be spiking up the prices simply because they want to prioritize high income customers. So what's going on right now. That's what's going on. So let's just run a little short, run a little clip, and see what he has to say out his own mouth. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Hit the notification bell for more content just like this. Let's get right to it. Like, share, and subscribe. Real Conversations Podcast Networks presents Daily Real News. Daily Real News. Let's go.
We learned that 60% of our core users are over $100,000 a year in income, in average household income. That gives us confidence that we can lean into that group in a more meaningful way, whether it's the solo occasion and or group occasions to really drive meaningful transaction performance in the year. We learned that 60% of our core users are over $100,000 a year in income, in average household income. That gives us confidence that we can lean into that group in a more meaningful way, whether it's the solo occasion and or group occasions to really drive meaningful transaction performance in the year. We learned.
All right, y'all seen the short clip of the Chipotle CEO out his own mouth saying that 60% of their customers make over 100K a year annually. So they will do things to cater to them. So how y'all feel about that? Vanessa say, boo Chipotle. How y'all feel about that? Would ingredients be fresher? I mean, what does this mean? What's the details? Like, what do you mean you will cater more to the high earners? Does that mean uh, location changes? Do that mean upgrade in locations? Do that mean like credit cards? What will be the benefits for high earners at Chipotle? What do y'all think? Like, is that a good idea? Would that run away the other customers, the other 40% that don't make the high income? Like, is that good on a business scale? Is it profitable? Like, what's y'all thoughts for real? We in 2026, we gotta know. Will more businesses follow Chipotle's strategy if they fall in that same category as high earners being more valuable than low earners? I just need to, you know, I need more specifics really. I guess time will tell, you know? I just wanted to know the people's thoughts on that because I know a lot of people like Chipotle. A lot of people brag on Chipotle. Chipotle be uh thing to do and post. It be all on content. People eat Chipotle, you know, they hacks or mukbangs or you know, it's real popularized in today's culture, in today's society, especially with the younger crowd. So it's damn near like the Starbucks of that type of food, you know, bowls and burritos, and it got the same type of feel to the culture. Most people say they can't go a day without their Chipotle or Starbucks. So y'all let me know. Like, share, and subscribe, comment down below. Shout out to Dad Gang. They did not sponsor this video, but shout out to Dad Gang. As y'all can see, I stand they merch, hats, and apparel. To all the dads out there, y'all need to go cop some right now. But all right, on to the next topic. So let's speak on this right here. Illinois City hands out 25K cash payments to 44 black residents through reparations program, people who lived in Evanston or descendants of those who lived there between 1919 and 1969. So this is one of the first cities to give out some form of reparations. And it's coming in the form of cash payments for 44 citizens in Illinois. Like, how y'all feel about that? Is that a good thing? Is that not the right way to go? What's going on? Let's get more into it though. We're gonna get a word from CBS Evening News, and they're gonna break it down a little more than I can right now. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. For more content like this, hit that notification bell. I appreciate all the viewers, all the watchers. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. Comment down below. We appreciate y'all. Much love. Let's get to it. Early morning, Daily Real News. Let's go.
More than a dozen cities from Seattle to St. Paul, Minnesota are considering reparations, payments to help repair past injustice. And this week, Evanston, Illinois made history, becoming the first city in the country to approve reparations for Black residents. In Evanston, a leafy, majority-white college town north of Chicago, Tina Pennick will apply for the first round of reparations.
This is my grandmother, Sadie Harris.
Her grandmother moved here in the 1930s from Georgia. Today, at 47, Pennick just bought her first home. Have housing and discrimination practices from decades ago affected your ability to purchase a home?
I would say for a long time, I didn't think that I could own a home.
The city council voted 8-1 to distribute $400,000 to at least 16 people whose families faced housing discrimination here. Each will get $25,000 toward a mortgage or home repairs. It's the first part of a $10 million plan funded by a recreational marijuana tax.
I'm most proud that we've said yes.
City Council member Robin Rue Simmons led the effort. Can hyper-local efforts like this really make an impact, or do you think it's going to take federal legislation?
So I do believe that our local legislation is not symbolic alone. Well, $25,000 is no small change. It's certainly not enough, but it's life-saving for some families.
Many here want cash as reparations, not funds tied to housing. But Rue Simmons says this first step accounts for a specific injustice against Black residents. For decades, the U.S. government rated many minority neighborhoods, delineated in red, too risky for mortgage lending, blocking many Black Americans from building wealth through homeownership. Redlining was outlawed in 1968, but its impact remains. Today, nearly 75% of white Americans own their home versus 44% of Black Americans. Professor Alvin Tillery of Northwestern University in Evanston says reparations also address other advantages the government gave to whites.
The New Deal programs excluded Black people. And then we get to the GI Bill, which basically built the white middle class in America. Almost none of it went to Black Americans. And this is why Black communities are exclusively depressed economically.
Reparations have been paid before. In 1988, the government paid Japanese Americans it imprisoned here during World War II $20,000 each. Pennick says Evanston's reparations will help build a legacy.
It will help for families like me to be able to pass something on to their children.
There y'all go. There y'all go. How y'all feel about that? Evanston, Illinois becomes first city to approve reparations for Black residents in the form of cash payment, $25,000 for assistance on a mortgage and home repairs. There y'all have it, man. A lot of people said it couldn't be done, it wouldn't be done, but there y'all have it. In today's time, a lot of people say, oh, we won't be alive to see reparations come to Black Americans. Well, there you have it. Evanston, Illinois becomes the first city. That's all I want to say, man. You got to believe and it can achieve. We are stronger together. It is strength in numbers, man. You see that right there, man. 44 residents. And this is funded from a marijuana tax. So marijuana helped that as well. the taxes they getting off marijuana income helped fund this reparation program. So it all coincides, man. It all comes together. And I'm very happy and I'm very proud of Evanston for becoming the first city to give Black Americans a form of cash payment for reparations. So let's get right to it. Let's get right to it, man. Long speeches and talks on reparations throughout the years from the 60s to Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We come to today in 2026. Or I believe this might have happened a few years ago, but in the 2020s, we have seen an actual cash form payment to Black Americans reparations for everything they went through, man. You got to remember redlining. You got to remember people not getting mortgages, couldn't get houses, couldn't own homes because of their skin color. Like, you got to remember a lot of things people went through. People say, oh, it's a long time ago. Was it that long? We still have people that have seen it living today, that have been through it living today. The effects of all these things that took place, the wealth gap, things that held Black Americans back in this world, in this country. And we're now seeing the detrimental effects on our communities. So this reparation program, I feel like, will be a huge jump start and a huge spark for this country. And hopefully other cities can hop on board and there can be more situations like this and more cash funded programs and more assistance on home ownership for the Black community and Black Americans in America. I'm totally 100% with this action and with this program. So I just want to let it be known. A lot of people have said that we don't need it, we don't deserve it. It wasn't us, it wasn't our fight, it was our ancestors. If they don't receive it, we don't need it. We don't deserve it. We haven't suffered. Well, let this be a lesson and let this be an example of what can happen when we put our minds together, when we join forces, and when we, go to town council meetings and set up programs and initiatives and get the right people in order. Anything is possible, man. So once again, shout out to Evanston, Illinois. All right, all right, all right. Let's get right to it. Picture day will never be the same, y'all. The CEO of Lifetouch, that's involved in over half of the country's photo book companies, so to speak. Photo people that take your photos for your year picture books from kindergarten all the way up to high school. The CEO has been involved and identified in the Epstein files. So let's get right to it. Picture day will be canceled this year due to this. We got to speak on this. Schools across the U.S. are canceling picture day. Y'all cannot just skip this. Hashtag cancel picture day. Hashtag safety for children. Hashtag where's the pictures going. Hashtag data centers. Hashtag privacy. All-Star Weekend is cool. We'll talk about it in a minute. See, the people want to talk about All-Star Weekend. We'll talk about the dunk contest or something like that. Play some highlights. Give some shout outs to the winners. Dunk contest, 3-point shootout, all that. I'm not really into the All-Star Weekend anymore, but since the people want to talk about it, we're going to talk about it, man. But we're going to get on this topic first. Shout out to Michael 3173. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Michael, but shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, comment. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. So schools across the U.S. are canceling picture day, man. CEO of Lifetouch has been identified in the Epstein files. The goddamn Epstein files. It's a rabbit hole of corruption, destruction, abuse, manipulation, and having too much goddamn money. You feel me? Just having too much power, too much resources. This what comes with it, man. Schools across the U.S., man. It's going crazy, man. It's going viral right now. This is real, man. This is breaking news. This is breaking news right here. We're gonna give it to we're gonna send it over to ABC7. ABC, because this is getting what companies, what people support PDF files and PDF file activities. So man, let's get right to it, man. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Where's your kids? Privacy for your kids, man. We got to get right into it. It's the hottest topic right now. Breaking news, daily real news. Let's get right to it. ABC, let's go.
California school district is reassuring parents and others are canceling school picture days, all because of a rumor being circulated online.
That conspiracy links the Epstein files and one of the nation's largest school photography companies.
ABC 7 Eyewitness News reporter Tim Johns explains the new Picture Day privacy debate.
Lifetouch, one of the most prominent school photography companies in the country, is facing district investigations and canceled school photo days. It's all because of an unsubstantiated rumor spreading online. It claims the former CEO of Lifetouch's ownership group, who is named in the Epstein files, may have accessed children's photos. The rumors have caused concern among parents around the country, from Texas.
Talking to my mom, she said that Lifetouch took my pictures whenever I was little. So this has been going on for decades, where no one really thought anything of it until we started thinking about, okay, wait, who actually is seeing these pictures instead of just the parents?
To here in California. Just this week, a school district in Salinas sent this letter to families addressing the rumor and saying it was untrue. Lifetouch, too, has responded, releasing a statement which reads in part, Lifetouch is not named in the Epstein files. The documents contain no allegations that Lifetouch itself was involved in or that student photos were used in any illicit activities. Despite the pushback against the alleged Epstein connections, other concerns have emerged too. Specifically, conversations around data privacy and how your information and photos might be used.
You want to know who owns those photos, and that's typically done by contract, and what can be done with the photos later between you and the photographer.
Stephen Clark is a South Bay-based attorney. He says it's important to read the fine print on consent forms for things like school photo shoots. Tech expert Ahmed Banafa agrees, especially given the chance of a data breach.
About 5 million pictures being sold on the dark web in 2023.
Banafa says Lifetouch has taken important steps to ensure its data isn't shared with third parties. He also says in California, consumers are protected legally.
This privacy law in California is new, so it's really taking into consideration all the advancement in technology.
Lifetouch says you can fill out a form to request to have your child's data deleted if you choose. In San Francisco, Tim Johns, ABC 7.
How y'all feel, man? How y'all feel? How y'all feel about that Lifetouch? Getting crazy, man. They said they weren't named in it. But allegedly the CEO had dealings with Epstein, so Who knows what went down? You think it ain't talked about those pictures? Come on now. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's wild out here, man. You cannot trust none of these people, man. They don't have your best interest. You see what's going on out here. School pictures, not safe. I know everybody watching this probably got pictures in Lifetouch database. Like, this was going on out here in this world, man. Cannot trust these companies, man. Lifetouch is under fire right now. Picture Day is being canceled nationwide because of these allegations. Like, they shopping around kids using the school photos, databases across the nation. Like, what's going on? I want to know how any of these kids end up missing. Have they been located at the Epstein file? Like, we need a little more. We need a little more discovery. We need a little more investigation on this one because this ain't just something we can breeze over, man. This ain't something we can just act like it ain't happened, you know? Our kids' privacy is our main concern, but we also got to realize if your kids in public school, how much privacy can they have? They got all their information, socials, and all that just to enter the school, shot records. Now it got me thinking, like, what they doing with all them records? It really got me thinking right now, man. As a parent, it's like what they doing with the records that we giving these people, just handing it over, all the credentials of our children, all our private information we giving to these children, teachers, and organizations and teacher administrations. What's really going on, man? Is it some backdoor that the public school system doing with the predators, man? It really got me thinking out here, man. Like, share, and subscribe. We getting right to it. Like, share, and subscribe. We getting right to it, man. Daily Real News. It's your boy, Mr. Smooth. Make sure you know where your kids' school pictures going, that data going. Make sure you know just make sure you know where your children at all times. These people not to be trusted. These corporations, these hospitals, uh, these institutions. School ain't nothing but another institution. You ask me, but we ain't gonna bash school. We just gonna bash the higher ups. Who even made that deal? Who even made the deal with Life Touch? The board of education made that deal. You never know what's going on. You never know what's going on. Just watch your kids, man. Watch your kids. Know what's going on. Know what we signing our kids up for and all that, man. For real, because it's getting scary out here. And there's so much stuff unveiling in front of our eyes. Things we thought would never happen is happening right now. So Just make sure you got the best interest for you and your family out here at all angles. But on a lighter note, let's do a recap of the NBA All-Star Game 2026, the dunk highlights. See what's going on, man. I forgot who won it. The guy from Miami, Kashad Johnson. Shout out Kashad Johnson. He won the 2006 NBA Slam Dunk Contest. Appreciate the entertainment, even though I just watched the highlights, so I ain't gonna lie like I ain't. But let's get right into it, man. Daily Real News. Let's get right to it. We're gonna watch the highlights, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get to it. Real conversations. Let's go. Daily Real News.
Pointers. The first dunk for the fellow rookie. And he got it.
That's nice start.
Jay, break the ice.
Get a score. That's too far.
He got it.
Tap through dunk.
That's pretty good.
Is he going to go back to the one that he missed earlier?
Looks like he is. Got it. No issues this time.
Here's my question. Is he penalized for...
Is he in LA? He better do something special.
Oh, he did. Oh, yes, he did.
That'll work.
Oh, yes, he did do something special. You're going to have the name Bryant in LA.
No, not just the name Bryant, the name Carter and Bryant.
Oh, yes, my goodness.
Yeah, man. Highlights. NBA All-Star Weekend Slam Dunk Contest 2026 highlights. Yeah, man. So we done been through all the important topics this week. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Daily Real News. We got one more topic. Sexy Red, man. What's going on, Sexy Red? What you got going on, man? She thought it was cool to sample the classic Beat It and changed it to Eat It. I don't know if this would come out. Probably was a troll. You know, she known for doing real life troll things all the time, 24/7. But I'll be honest, it's good marketing, but do I respect it? It's like, kind of trying to tarnish my man's legacy with some type of parody song. I'm really not feeling it, honestly. But I know it's going to get people riled up. It's going to get people talking. It's going to get the blog pages posting it like we doing right now. So it's up for conversation. And with that being said, I'm going to give it a thumbs down. She dead ass wrong for even trying to make it seem like something. She dead ass wrong, man. But that's the times and the signs of the times we living in. Like, people are just doing anything for clout, for fame, for notoriety. Like, that wasn't a good look. I feel like from Sexy Red, her team, her management, her label, it was just like a real reaching type moment. Like, you reaching for the stars now. Like, what you think you're gonna go number one with this sample? And a derogatory type of message you send into the youth with a classic song like Beat It. It's just like, I see where you going. I see where you was, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to do anything, do it big. But I'm not really respecting that type of angle. But who am I? But at the same time, it's up for public debate because it's public knowledge at this point. I believe the estate said they was gonna sue. That's what I'm hearing right now. I'm hearing it became that deep because I guess it's like it's being spoke upon word of mouth. So I just feel like each his own, but at the same time, it's not right. It's not. It's not. To me, it's not. Very. How can I put this? It's not very mindful. It's not mindful of her to do this. It's not. It has no class whatsoever, and it's just like a disgrace. It's a disgrace to the coaches, a disgrace to the man's name, it's a disgrace to the work he put in, it's a disgrace to his family and his fans and everybody who loved him. And I know I might be reaching just saying that, but that's how I feel about it. And I feel like sometimes the OGs have a right to not want to clear their samples, even though the legend Mike is not here right now, but his estate probably has the right to decide whether they're gonna clear the sample or not. But I just feel like that show how bad the music industry is in right now. How much bad of a state the state of music culture is just dying rapidly because the art has been taken out of it and the thought and the messaging. That's what I feel like, honestly. I'm just gonna be all the way real. Like you could say I'm hating, you could say, oh, you probably listen to her on your week on your rides home or whatever. You listen to her, you supported her as well, you know, and you could be right. But I'm gonna just get that statement because that's what I truly believe deep down in my heart. Like it's unnecessary. Bottom line, it's just unnecessary. I feel like she could have took a different approach, a different route, and she could have gained a different audience, and a different look on her music. She could have been put in a different light if she would have actually probably got a writer or something and harmonized the song and made more appropriate, more age appropriate lyrics to the song and just took a different angle. I feel like it would have been better off like that and would have been received better from the viewers. That's what I feel like. But till next time, man, like, share, and subscribe, man. Y'all know how we get it in, man. Went over all the important topics of this week. I appreciate y'all, man. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Daily Real News presented to you by Real Conversation Podcast Network. Till next time, man. Top of the morning. Much love. We'll be back later with a full episode of the podcast. So tap in, man. Love. We out, man. It's your boy, Mr. Smooth. Let's get to it. Daily Real News. We appreciate all the love and support. Let's go.